Hello and welcome back to Sim Saturday, but not on a Saturday, on a Wednesday. It's crunch time in the Premier League with just 2 more episodes remaining until the end of the season. As always, if you've missed any of our previous episodes, you can of course catch them all on our YouTube channel. We will also be doing more episodes for the Champions League and FA Cup once the Premier League has concluded, so that won't be the end of everything. It's great to see loads of you tuning in every Saturday when we go out live, and Wednesday as well, and you are single-handedly keeping us all in a job. Keep telling everyone you know about the show. Let's get hashtag Tell Your Nan trending. Let's do it. It starts here, folks. My name is Sean Burke. I'm joined by Andy Taylor, Graham Marshall and Henry Lewin Titt, and Jack Townsend as well. I almost forgot you there, Jack. It's good of you to join us during the week, Jack. You're usually off working on your footballers' names bigger than 2 syllables, so you must be pretty confident now to join us on a midweek show.
I've graduated.
Yeah. Well, let's see how you do on today's show then. We've got 5 remaining games in hand that have been pushed back due to cup commitments of a few clubs. One of which is the Stephen Naismith derby between Norwich and Everton. Remember him? The old Scottish lad everybody talks about all the time. For those unaccustomed to this series, there's a few things to clear up as always. Each match has been simmed on legendary difficulty for 10-minute halves, and handballs are turned on. So, let's get familiar with how the table looks currently. Watford are down like the Titanic, sadly. Elton John is not still standing anymore as they rocket down to the Championship. Elton John, of course, a massive hornet, for those who don't know.
Clearly Andy and massive Elton John fans are the only 2 songs he could think of.
Elton John was chairman of Watford as well, so he is genuinely a massive fan of the club. Bournemouth and Villa can both be relegated tonight without a ball even being kicked on their behalf. Wins for Norwich and Brighton can send them down like the Merry Rose went down in 1545. But seriously, these are absolutely huge games for all involved.
Not only is this a football show, it's a history show.
That's really informative. I like that.
And a quick reminder, Graz, Arsenal can go above Spurs with a win this evening.
Can.
So just saying, it's possible.
Fine, keep saying it.
Let's see who's watching which game. This week I'm going in order of who I would let trim my bush. So basically, who has the best horticultural skills?
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys were thinking. As my garden is getting pretty out of hand during lockdown. Henry, you look like you know your way around the bush. I'll give you the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
What game are you watching today?
I think that's probably from the pictures I took in my most recent round of golf, where I spent a lot of time hacking it out of the bushes. So I'll do a very good job in your garden, Sean. So I've got Man City versus Newcastle. Pep, he's gone back to his trusted old boys Aguero, Fernandinho and David Silva. All come into starting 11. Also Bernardo Silva as well. This is it's a bit of a sad game. It's David Silva's penultimate match at the Etihad. So remember, he announced his retiring from Man City. I can't remember if he's going back to Spain or not. And I think he's often, forgotten about sometimes when people talk about the kind of great players that City have had. He has, performed some magic on the pitch and off it if you look at how his Barnett's transformed in the last few years. But he's had a unreal career: 4 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, 5 League Cups, also a World Cup and 2 Euros with Spain. And I didn't realise this. He scored 35 goals for Spain. He's their 4th highest goal scorer, and he's their 2nd highest assist provider, and he's got 125 caps for them.
Wow.
I think when you kind of think about that Spain team, you don't really think of David Silva as being a real key part of that cog, but he really was.
Right through that really successful period as well as the trophies you described show, really. Exactly. I almost forgot about that, because of everything that's going on. Let's hope he gets to play out his last few matches.
Yep. And for Newcastle, Joe Linton comes in replacement for Andy Carroll, because from the sounds of it, he was pretty poor against Brighton, and Sean Longstaff has come in as well.
Jack, your hair is actually reminiscent of my bush, which would suggest you know how to tackle one.
Well,
So your next up.
surely this means I don't know how to tackle it, but I was fully expecting to be last. I've got Southampton versus Arsenal. Last time these two teams met, Arsenal were booed off because they drew 2-2.
Yeah.
They were only saved by Lacazette's second goal, which was in the 94th minute. Weirdly though, Lacazette's not starting. They've gone for Bamiyang, Ozil and Pepe to start up top, and they've got Martinelli in for Nketiah and Guendouzi in for Ceballos.
Oh, that's quite the mouthful for you there, Jack, but you got through
Yeah.
it.
Right.
For Southampton, it's just Armstrong in for Ward-Prowse. Arsenal need to do better. They should have absolutely finished off Villa in the last game. There was only 1-0 and they should have punished them in the first half.
Let's hope Arteta gave him a virtual kick up the arse. Next up, coincidentally, is Graz.
Oh.
Someone who didn't realise his home had any other function than a grill for 6 months. I'm not sure whether I'd let him near my precious bush. But you can tell us about your match though, Graz.
I feel like I've been stitched up there because I knew it had other functions than a grill, but I didn't know I had it on the grill. That was more of the problem. Wondering why things were taking so long to cook. But
Grilling
anyway,
his gammon.
well, I've got the Stephen Naismith derby. I'm pleased to say. I don't know why you were digging him out at the start there, saying, "Oh, that Scottish lad you might remember." He's still going. He's still playing for Hearts. I mean, would be playing for Hearts right now if it wasn't for the situation we're all in. He was a top player.
Does the SPL count?
Oh, tell us in the comments.
Sorry, not even
back
SPL.
in-
They've gone down actually. Champions.
Yeah,
Has it?
got relegated.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Apologies, Hearts.
But back on this game, back in November when these two teams met, Everton were really struggling, and Norwich actually did beat them 2-0 after a man of the match performance from Todd Cantwell. We're hoping for something similar today. He does start. A win today for Norwich wouldn't necessarily see them safe, but it would be a step closer to safety for them with one more game coming this weekend. But for Everton, they've really only got one thing to care about, and that's Dominic Calvert-Lewin's race for the Golden Boot. He's only a few behind Jamie Vardy, so a big game for him here could see him really stake his claim for that one.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's on 21 or something like that, so yeah, countless of Saturday goals as well.
Oh.
So could be a big
Bang
game.
them in. Yeah, let's see what happens. And finally, Andy, nothing against you personally. I just don't want you anywhere near my bush. So that means you come last. But tell us about your match.
Just wanted to mention I've just found a plethora of blazers in my flat. So if you notice, I'm really mixing up at the moment. I was just going shirt only for the first few, and now I've really, it's a blazer per episode. So I'm really treating.
It's good to see you smarting yourself up, mate. I was going to say something.
Yeah, it was getting a bit out of hand.
It's
to be
getting
fair.
a bit scruffy there.
I've got Leicester v Brighton, so another massive game at the bottom of the table for Brighton. Obviously they're still embroiled in a massive dogfight, but a win here would settle all that. They're trying to get their third win in a row as well after they actually had a shocking start to Sim Saturday. A Glenn Murray last minute winner on Saturday has put them in a really good position. Jack, you were pleased to know that Jahan Bash is still playing. So
That's
I
not
hope
how
to
you
see a lot
pronounce
from him
it,
today.
but,
Meanwhile, Leicester, they've literally got nothing to play for. But surprisingly, they've actually put out a pretty strong team. Other than probably Harvey Barnes and Pereira, who's out injured, it's a really strong side. So that would be not making Graham Potter very happy. Leicester are literally enough to play for. They can't catch City. United can't catch them. They are stuck in a Manchester sandwich.
Finally, I will be watching Crystal Palace versus Chelsea, the Victor Moses derby, as it's known. Now, if I was a betting man, I'd say I have a feeling this will finish 0-0. I've got fewer goals than Vincent Janssen in any of my games so far, but you never know. Shall we get this thing going, lads?
Yeah, I think so.
Can Graz not say
Okay.
anything? This is the question.
No, I can't. All right, I won't say anything. I promise.
Let's see if he can control himself. 3, 2, 1, kick off.
Oh, we got a bit of volume as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair
a little
enough,
bit of
fair
Batman.
enough. He's done it.
I still
Yeah.
quite like to know what else goes into Manchester sandwich. So you've already got a slice of Leicester, but is that red Leicester? Are we going to make this an actual
Blue
sandwich?
Leicester.
Manchester
sure.
is red, so
Oh, what was
so
that?
what were the results of the derbies
We've
this year?
We've just had a Sol Campbell style
Oh, he's in!
slide
He's in! He's
tackle.
got to be! Oh, he's missed it!
Oh,
J-
what's happened here? Andy, this chance first. What
Jimmy
happened
Madison's broke clear down the left. He's cut inside. I love watching Madison because he's got a great barnet on this game, and he's cut inside. he's just got to just slot it either side of the keeper, make it 1-0, and he's hit it straight down Ryan's throat. So still 0-0. Brighton, massive let off there. That should have been 1-0.
Straight down his throat. That is horrifying. But Jack, what was it? This slide tackle? Is he still going?
Ward-Prowse has picked up a yellow card within 2 minutes. It's the definition of letting them know you're there early. Honestly, it was reminiscent of that slide tackle. Do you remember the one? Sol Campbell just sliding for days. It was just like that, and he's absolutely cleaned out Aubameyang.
I believe there's actually only one goal between Vardy and Cavalier for the Golden Boot. Now I think it's 24 versus 20. 24 for Vardy, 23 for Cavalier.
Wow.
Goodness.
Cutting it very close. The way Calvert-Lewin's been banging them in, though, you never know. He might just get another hat-trick today.
It's been a while since Vardy scored, if memory serves.
Yeah, I think it has.
Was he injured?
To be fair, Leicester, they've just kind of gone off the ball, really. I think once they realised that they weren't going to catch City and that no one could catch them.
It's hit the post!
They just dropped off.
Jack,
what's happened here?
They've just got to put it in the back of the net. Whoa, go on, Gwen.
Is it Arsenal?
Yeah, it's Arsenal. I think Pep. No, it's not. They've not scored.
They failed to score.
Honestly, Pepe hit the back post, then it bounced out. Fell to Guendouzi, hit it straight at the keeper. Then it fell to another player and hit it straight at the defender. What? How that?
Come on, lads, put it away. Andy, what's happening?
Maddison with another brilliant chance. We're talking about Vardy. Well, he was actually the provider there. I think someone plays it into Vardy's feet, back to goal, slips it off to Maddison. He's clean through again and he's hit it straight at the keeper. It's not as easy as his first chance, but you'd still expect him to do better.
Graz, was there a chance there?
There was, and there's a chance, a goal in fact, for Calvert-Lewin just as he came to me.
Wow.
A great cross from Seamus Coleman on the right-hand side. Norwich had the best of the early pressure and just had one cleared off the line. Pickford just managing to dig it out, but they just go straight up the other end. Coleman, great little run, bit of interchange with Richarlison before that. Puts it straight in, and Calvert-Lewin, how does he get that? He just sort of puts a toe between, I think that's Godfrey's legs.
Godfrey's
great
legs.
strike.
Keep your legs closed, Godfrey. That's all I can say.
Wow. Calvert-Lewin wants that golden boot badly, though, and he's off to a quick start. Henry, what's happening over there?
Fernandinho scored for Man City. So it's Sterling with the ball, and then do you know what? It looks like they just want David Silva to score this game. So Sterling lays off to him. David Silva goes, do you know what? Don't fancy having a pop. Lays off to Fernandinho, who does, and it's a great shot into the bottom left corner.
Beautiful, and they've broken the deadlock there at the Etihad. But Andy, was that a goal?
Yeah, it's a huge goal in the bottom of the table fight, and it's Glenn Murray, the old boy. I mean, is it unfair to call him old? He is 36. He's just wriggled away from Soyuncu. A really poor defending actually from Soyuncu, and he's just on his right foot, and he's just hammered it into the bottom corner. Schmeichel, no chance. This is massive. Absolutely huge at the bottom of the table.
Glenn Murray.
This could be them safe. They're safe if this stays as it is.
He scored in the last round of fixtures as well, as you can recall correctly, so this is an important run of form. But Jack, any goals for Arsenal, please?
No, nothing yet. Arsenal are getting the fair share of possession here. They're just camping in they're passing it around. Oh, through ball chance. Go on, shoot! Go! It's a goal! It's a goal! And it's Xhaka at the back post. That couldn't have been more of a classic Arsenal goal if he tried. I think it was Xhaka who started the move back in his 18-yard box from an initial tackle. And I think they're all past the classic little triangle move, pass and move. But it gets in. It's Aubameyang who plays Ozil into the box on the right-hand side. And Ozil pulls it back for Aubameyang, but then decides, who immediately passes it back to Ozil, flashes it across the goal, and Xhaka hits it against the post. It bounces back and Xhaka puts it in. It was a mess, but a beauty. It was weird.
Still counts. Xhaka laka boom. Glad to hear it. 1 goal on the scoreboard for Arsenal. Graz. Was there a chance
it was
there?
a corner for Norwich, but it was absolutely awful. Rendia plays it to the near post, and he just he curls it almost off the pitch.
Andy, you look like you were looking for Where's Wally on your screen there.
We have got a penalty, and it's clearly a handball because the old glitch is happening.
It's happened.
The boy Dunk, he's having a little slow walk to his own dugout at the moment, just as we watch it. So you're going to have to come back to me because there's just nothing going on here at the moment.
I've got
but
a
it's
goal.
A penalty to Leicester.
All right, in the meantime, Henry, what's happened over there?
It's 1-0, and Newcastle scored. Joe Linton, they probably scored the easiest goal they're ever going to score. Zinchenko just completely loses Almiron, And Almiron just has to run straight into the 6-yard box, pulls it across. Joe Linton taps it in.
Goal!
Linton, fair play. Sim Saturday favourite. And who's put it away, Andy?
And it's Jamie Vardy in the big race for the top of the goal scoring charts. Lovely celebration as well. He's given it one of them. I've watched the replay back of the penalty incident, and I can't see where Dunk touches the ball. So, I mean, Graham Potter will be fuming about that, but it's a really nicely tucked away penalty. Just bent it into the top corner from Vardy.
It's all Chelsea here at the moment against Crystal Palace, but still no goals to speak of. Graz, was there an almost?
Yeah, so Norwich.
Oh, chance!
Pookie,
my days!
Lewis down the left.
In!
Great run from Lewis, but he just pulls it back behind everyone.
Oh, disappointing. Henry, what happened there?
So it's Longstaff, but all he's done is just nut it in. It's all about Joe Linton. So same action down the left. Carl Walker just completely loses his man. He puts in a great first-time ball, and Joe Linton basically, between the two City defenders, manages to do an overhead kick, comes off the underside of the bar, bounces back up, and then Longstaff taps in. But what a goal that would have been if Joe Linton's shot goes in.
You love to see it, especially at this stage in the season. Jack, any more developments there? Arsenal holding on?
Yeah, Arsenal getting the most of the play here. They're all so intent on passing it. It's all triangles. It's almost Illuminati. It's something strange is going on.
Andy, any more developments?
Absolutely none whatsoever. I mean, the only thing that's annoying me at the moment is the kit selection. It's one of them games where it's like you're looking at. That's why I'm really close to the screen because I can't really see who's who. It's like a dark green and a blue, and it's like I don't know who's who.
Too similar.
Yeah.
Graz, who was the goal for?
It's spooky. It's 1-1. Norwich. I cannot tell you how many passes were in that move. They had it in their half for so long, playing it around really nicely. Cantwell involved, Wendia involved. Lewis, and then just a lovely turn inside from Pookie, and he curls it beyond the keeper. 1-1, and that could be so important in their fight to avoid relegation.
Right. Andy?
Maddison's influential in this game. He's done really great work down the left, whipped it in. It was Perez at the back post getting his Barnet on it. His Spanish, really nicely gelled Barnet on it, but he just put it wide.
Arsenal were taking the mickey here. They must have strung about 30 passes together in the 18, like just the edge of their own 18-yard box. This keeps going back to Leno. Leno's had a little run with it. Now he's finally booted it.
30 passes. How many triangles is that?
I mean, there was triangles everywhere.
It's back to trigonometry for Jack today.
Very easy maths.
It's nothing but triangles.
Literally.
Shut up, Henry. Right, I'm just here. I'm not working it out. I'm not the numbers guy.
Speaking of threes, though, Joe Linton could have had a hat-trick today. He's been so unlucky with that one that's come off the bar, and he's just had a great chance with a header from a free kick. It's a good ball in from left, and I think it's John Stones, just out-muscles him, but puts the header wide.
Oh, is he through? Have a shot. Oh, great save. Calvert-Lewin there with a chance. Tim Krul, brilliant save down to his left. Calvert-Lewin he's absolutely bullied his way through the defence there. The defender should do better, but Tim Krul, fantastic save.
Great. All the Sim Saturday favourites are coming out today. Joe Linton, Pookie, and all the others.
How's Benteke getting on, Sean?
The other ones. Benteke has been very quiet over here. I mean, at the moment it's just Chelsea passing it around the back as if they're holding on to a lead, but it is still 0-0. So this is exceptionally boring so far.
Do they not know that if they win this, then they can still get in top 4?
Yeah, they don't seem to care particularly. It's as if they've forgotten, and this game is just playing,
Right, I've just seen something. I have to talk to you about this because I don't think I've ever seen.
Please tell us what it is.
I've just seen the most awful short corner routine ever. Gylfi Sigurdsson, right, is taking the corner. Leighton Baines runs up to him, is standing off the pitch, and he kicks it off the pitch to him. And they've given a goal kick. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Oh, Chelsea just had a brilliant chance. Kovacic, after a brilliant move down the left-hand side, has just skimmed it wide of the post, but that's the closest they've come. Jack, how are Arsenal doing? Any more triangles?
To be honest, it's Southampton that finally recorded their first shot on target. It was Armstrong forcing an average save from Leno, but that's the first time they found the final pass. Southampton. Maybe there's some tired legs out there from Arsenal. They could do with half time.
But it is half time here at Selhurst Park, and it is 0-0 so far. Woo! It's a hot one. Graz, Someone through.
It looked like Andre Gomez had made a nice little run there. He sort of burst in from midfield, looking to try and get across. But he's on the corner. Let's see if this is another classic from the training ground. Could be another straight off the pitch from Sigurdsson. We'll see how it goes.
Let us know.
He's just lining up to take it now. Good news is that Leighton Baines isn't running out for the short corner, so fingers crossed he'll just put this one in.
Right.
Whoa, but nothing's happened. It's okay.
Andy, how's your fixture?
Leicester were just absolutely dominant. I mean, Brighton, I think we've got 4 minutes added on here. Brighton just needs to get to half-time. Yeah, Leicester were all over them. There was a good chance for Tielemans actually about 10 minutes ago off a corner, belt him on the edge of the box. And it's just blocked by, I think it was Dunk who's put it by the post. But yeah, I think Tielemans before that, I don't know if you came to me for it, had an unbelievable volley from the edge of the box. It was played in by Amati from the right. He's just caught it flush. It was kind of like Scholes-esque. And he's just belted it bottom corner and the keeper's got down really well.
Jack, how are Arsenal? Holding out till half-time?
Chance!
Oh, Andy, hold that thought there, Jack. What's happening
Sorry, Jack. Indeed, he's clean through on goal. He's got to score it, and he's just hit it with his swinger, and it's just gone. I don't know. He just cut across it, and it's gone wide of the post. That's an absolutely horrendous.
Sorry, Andy. What's he hitting?
Hit it with his swinger.
Yeah.
What?
It's another turn.
How's that come out of the shorts and hit the ball?
It's another turn for your weak foot. For those unaccustomed to that terminology.
Is that half time then, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay, half time there, Andy. Graz, is
yes,
half time
mine.
Right, Jack, half time there, is it? Okay, and Henry, how was it at the Etihad?
Yep, half time as well.
Okay, and that is half time, and would you believe it? I've got no goals so far. What a surprise. This week we've got Lord of the Rings' very own Gollum to read out the scores, as requested by David Stein in the comments.
Man City 1, Newcastle 2, Norwich 1, Everton 1, Southampton 0, Arsenal's 1, Hobbitses, Crystal Palace no goalses, Chelsea no goalses, Leicester 1, Brighton 1, Taters.
Alright, well thanks for that, Gollum.
Aren't you glad it isn't a full week of fixtures?
Yeah, 10 rounds of that.
To explode.
10 rounds of that.
Very good.
Very
good, Sean. Impressed with that.
If you have any other suggestions of who we can get me to read out the scores as, drop your suggestions in the comments below. Let's talk through your game so far. Henners, how's it going over there in the Etihad?
It's actually been a really, really exciting game. Newcastle have been great value. As I said, Joe Linton, unlucky to not have 2 goals. Could have potentially had a hat-trick. But City have been dangerous. Dubravka's been quite busy, but they just haven't looked their kind of lethal self. But you know with City, they can turn it on at any time. But so far, Newcastle have done really well.
Alright, yeah, it seems like they're holding out. Andy, how are you getting on?
Yeah, well, it's obviously deadlocked. I mean, Leicester have been absolutely all over them. I saw the stats and it was 60% possession Leicester. And I think they had 11 shots to Brighton's 2. But ultimately, it's still 1-1. Brighton are still in it. But I can't see Brighton getting anything out of this. Obviously, Leicester are playing a really strong side. Maddison in particular is looking absolutely unreal in the 10 role. I'm still more of a Grealish fan than a Maddison fan. I can only see this game in one way, and if it does, it means that Brighton will have to go to the last game of the season to confirm their survival.
Graz over Norwich, who you predict winning this one? Do you think there will be a winner?
It really is quite tight to call at the moment. I thought that Everton had best of that game, but yeah, seeing the stats at the end of the half, Norwich actually had most of the possession. Norwich, their goal was a really fantastic move where they linked together really, really brilliantly well. They've also had a couple of times where they've caught Everton on the break a little. Everton really do just need to try and keep the ball a bit more. They're either playing it to Richarlison or Calvert-Lewin and hoping one of those will do something, or they're sending it to Coleman down the right or Iwobi who's been down the left and hoping a decent cross will come in. I really think it could go either way, but Norwich need it a little bit more.
Alright, we'll soon find out. And Jack, down on the south coast, how's it looking?
It's 1-0 Arsenal. Again, Arsenal have looked the better side and should have been capitalising on their chances. There's been lots of nice link-up play. Every player wants to pass the ball. Maybe a tad too much. Maybe they just need to look for that more decisive pass through and finish off a move. Southampton were useless in the first, I'd say, 35 minutes. They were pretty much barely broke out of their own half.
Let's hope Arsenal hold out. And meanwhile, here at Selhurst Park, It's very quiet. No goals yet. It seems like Chelsea are on top though. They've had the best chances from what I can tell. But I'll be honest, I have zoned out a bit. So that's probably just the one chance I did actually see. Alright, just before we get the games underway, just a reminder to all our viewers to like the video, please leave a comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe to the YouTube channel. More subscribers allow us to keep Sim Saturday going, but more importantly, it keeps me in a job, meaning I can afford a new set of wheels on my caravan. Oh. Okay.
I could see Andy smiling because he knew what was coming.
He knew well what he was doing there. Coincidentally, it's funny we had all that talk of trim and bush earlier because this week's sponsor is Alan Shearer's Shears, guaranteed to get at least 260 results out of these bad boys.
I feel like the marketing department missed a trick there by not just calling them Alan's Shears. Or Alan's, or just Alan's Shearers.
Alan Shearers. Yeah.
Alan.
I think that's all the admin done for half time. Are you ready for the second half?
I think
Yes.
I might be.
Yes.
And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Kick off. I'm looking at you, Graz.
Looking at you.
He's saying stuff in his head. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want in here, Graz. Meow 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 meow.
You never need to know.
Surely singing just Spurs songs in his head all day long.
Just Aussie's dream on repeat.
He's one of our own.
Crystal Palace come streaming up the pitch.
Oh my days!
Oh, is this a goal already, Henry?
No, but David Silva's hit the bar. He plays a little 1-2 with Fernandinho and just digs a shot out with his left foot. It's a big loopy one. I think Dubravka might have tipped it onto the bar.
Graz, how are you getting on over there? Any developments yet?
Yeah, Norwich
break the
trying
deadlock?
to make a nice little move there. Duda did about 12 stepovers in a row or something. I didn't count exactly how many they were, and then passed it off the pitch. So, I mean, it's not a great start, but it's something.
We're seeing a lot of that passing it off the pitch. Maybe it's the new technique, you know. It's
Yeah.
you know the way the keepers all pass it out now. Next, everybody's just going to be passing it to the hoardings, I guess.
Yeah. I tell you who started that, Renato Sanchez, didn't he, for Swansea?
Yes. When he passed it to Santa Claus, who was on the
Oh,
hoarding.
Yeah, I think
Genuinely did. He
I
thought
think
it was a player.
He said it was. I think it was there was like a sub or a steward or something who was walking past.
Oh, it's great.
He thought he'd seen. He thought it was like a run.
Hard luck. Andy, was that a chance there?
2 chances for Leicester actually. First one, Vardy was played in. He's got in behind. All he's got to do is have a little snapshot, and he decides to control it and run out to the corner flag. And then the second time, the ball, as he's gone out there, he's whipped it in. Perez on his chest, brings it down. One of them brings it down. And then Maddison comes in and he tries to head it. I think Maddison needs to just let it drop and hit it. So another chance for Maddison that he's not put away.
Chelsea have made a change here. They've put on Christian Pulisic for Pedro in the hopes of seeing some change. But it's all Crystal Palace here at the moment. Go on, Benteke. Do something for us. No, Zaha's running out of play. Henry, how's it going over there?
Yeah, good. Oh, just had a chance for De Bruyne. I've got to say, this is some of the softest defending I've ever seen in a match, I think, since Saturday. Both these teams are like, oh, hello, Johnson, David Silva! Oh, he's missed it! Oh, one-on-one!
What a save!
Pep's laughing about it. Oh, he's just... Oh, so it's a great save by Dubravka. That he's hit it right at him, but still. And Foden's come on. It's all action here now.
Oh, right.
It's happening.
Jack,
now.
is that a chance?
It was, and it's all Southampton this half currently.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've had 2 chances. Redmond missed the target from about 8 yards out. Was just needed to hit it on target, and then I think it might have been Ings who was who got the ball thread through to him, and he hit it straight at the keeper. But it's promising for Southampton.
All right, Graz.
An Everton chance for Richarlison. He's been less effective. So something I didn't talk about before we started. Walcott seems to have been rested, which has pushed Sigurdsson further forward. But that does mean we're missing out on the 4-4-2 as Pukki here going through completely on his own and a tame shot at Pickford.
Jack, have we got a chance here?
Again, it's Southampton looking to push forward. I think Arsenal are looking a bit nervy here. And also to note, Lacazette's been brought on this half.
Okay, yet another striker. That's the Arsenal tactic on Sim Saturday by the looks of it. Just keep putting on the strikers. Henry, how are things going over the Etihad? Any chance of a goal since Tilda's?
No, but one thing I didn't realise because FIFA didn't show me, but it was actually David Silva who's brought off for Phil Foden. So I don't know if that's something that Pep said he was going to do at 60 minutes anyway. They've got nothing to play for at the moment. I don't know, but it's a bit of a
Passing
kind
the
of
ball.
yeah, exactly. Things, sign of things to come for next season.
Chelsea have made another change. Giroud's come on here for Tammy Abraham, who hasn't had much luck today.
Continued strange substitution news. Norwich, despite needing a goal desperately, have just taken Timu Pukki off.
Wow, Farke is ruthless these days. He misses one chance.
Baines has just hit the post from a free kick as well.
Redmond just hit a ball on the full volley and it's just fizzed past the left post. It's Southampton.
Oh, what a goal!
Andy, who's it for?
Have a guess.
Save.
It's that boy James Maddison, and he's the hardest chance he's had all game, and it's the first time he scored. It's felt him on the edge of the box. I can't see what the ball comes in. I think it's Vardy challenging with Vardy's got a little layoff with his head. He's got a little layoff like that. And then Maddison just bent it into the top corner from about 25 yards. Absolutely glorious.
Got a goal here for Sergio Aguero, and it's a classic De Bruyne Aguero goal. Newcastle just sit off De Bruyne on the edge of the box, give him too much time. Aguero makes the run to the near post. Dubravka makes a good save first time, but Aguero just taps in the rebound. It's just 2-2.
I don't know what's going on here at St Mary's, but it's almost like Space Jam, where the aliens take the skills of the pro NBA players, because Arsenal, I think it was Martinelli, just ran the ball into his corner as if they were like seeing out the win at 65 minutes.
Has to be some sort of record.
Say that they're through. Is that pen?
All over the top.
Oh!
Walker Peters
has just brought down. Did he just bring down Saka? It's a yellow card. Walker Peters is a penalty here.
Whoa, that's what I want to hear. Penalty for Arsenal and St Mary's. And Andy is gone. He's
Andy's
not a happy man. Yeah, he did not hear that. He normally gets all the penalties, so he's
I've got to say, I think that was a bit of an unfair penalty. It looked like Walker Peters got the ball. We've got Aubameyang stepping up here. He's kicking it. Oh, he's put it wide. It's not even hit the target.
God.
Come on.
That is an awful penalty. It's about 2 feet wide. And I tell you what, if it was on target, it was the perfect height for a keeper.
God damn it, Aubameyang. Normally so reliable. Graz, how are you getting on over in Norwich?
Yeah, it's okay. Norwich not really getting forward at the moment. They're playing it about the back. Everton not making many chances either. It does sort of feel a little bit like both teams are quite happy with a 1-1.
Boufal has just absolutely sent Bellerin flying there with a little 2 Cruyff turns. Bellerin's just he's like Bambi on ice. It's
2 Cruyff turns?
Yeah. 2
That's
separate
insane.
moments.
Graz, was there a chance there?
Theo Walcott on as Norwich just having a corner. A really weirdly worked one there that nearly came off. They played it out to sort of the edge of the 18-yard box. Back in,
that's just
only for someone
silly.
to turn on the swivel but didn't score. So if that had been Andy's game, that would have gone in.
Yeah, on the swivel. Henry, you look upset. What's happened here?
Sergio Aguero just scored a great goal. It normally upsets me when I see that happening. It's just beautiful one-touch football between. I think it's probably Aguero, Foden and De Bruyne. Just Fernandinho, just knocks it about. And it's just the kind of petulance of the finish. He just waves his left foot out, and it doesn't even make that much of contact. He knows that Dubravka's gone to his near post early. Just puts it past him. Such a clinical finish.
Man just does not miss.
Aubameyang's lost his mojo. He was in front of goal, should have taken a pop at goal, but he instead pulled it back for Xhaka, who's absolutely sliced it wide.
Roy Hodgson looks good in this. He looks.
He does. He looks about
buff.
20 years younger, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're giving him a strong jawline and like a sterling kind of silvery quiff, you know. So he looks ready for anything. Like he could go on there at half time himself. Right, no more developments football wise though. Oh, Pulisic is through here. He's in the box, he's just playing around with it. He should have shot earlier, but Crystal Palace have cleared it with ease and are now on the break. Still no goals here, and 87 minutes on the clock. Looks like it might remain that way.
Oh, there it is.
Is this another goal, Henry?
Yeah, and it's a Sergio Aguero hat-trick. Shouldn't really surprise you, should it?
Wow.
Again, Newcastle's defending has just been so soft, and I think that's a hat-trick of assists for De Bruyne as well, potentially.
Wow.
It's just... De Bruyne's just played a simple ball into Aguero's feet. Oh, sorry, no. It's Fernandinho who's setting up again. And he's just rolled his man and put it in the near post. You can't get that tight to Aguero in the box.
Graz, shaking your head there?
Yeah, so Oh, they do get a shot away in the end. Hernandez has come on for Cantwell for Norwich, and he's got a lot of pace to him, a lot of trickery, but not really any end product. He sort of turned inside a player there and looked like a really great moment, and then he's just sort of kicked it straight at a defender. They do somehow manage to get another chance there, but
Vardy's in.
Hands.
What's he doing?
Vardy's in, Andy,
oh, he's in, and it's usually one of them where he just sprints off from the defender, slots it past the keeper, and he's almost trying to hold the centre half off. So he's just like slowing himself, puts it onto his weaker left, and he hits it straight at the keeper. It's nearly done here, though. Nearly done.
We've got a goal. But for whom? Graz over at Norwich.
For Everton, for Sigurdsson. That has come completely out of nowhere. Sigurdsson, who's been playing sort of the number 10, no one's tracked his run. He comes across. Calvert-Lewin goes from goal scorer to creator, and a lovely left-footed finish. That's 2-1.
Oh, what a save!
All the way over to celebrate with Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah, Andy, what's happening here? Is it the last minute?
It's game over, but it was literally the last kick of the game. Fell to Glenn Murray on his left foot. He's slipped him. Someone slipped him in down the left. He's cut it back across the keeper, and Schmeichel's made an unbelievable save. That is huge. That point would have been so. I think that point could have guaranteed them safety. So now it goes down to the last day for the Brighton boys.
So it's full time here, and Graz is that full time.
Yes, full time here. A lot of very disappointed Norwich fans leaving Carrow Road. A draw wouldn't have been the result that they desperately needed, but it would have been a big point for them going into the last game of the season.
Andy, that's full time there as well, and Henry, I presume that.
No, I'm still going.
Oh, what a goal!
And Dubravka's made a really good save and just gave it one of those looks where it's just having one of those days. There's a big old eye roll there from the keeper.
But we've got time for one more goal, Jack. Who's it for, please?
It's heartbreak because it's Arsenal have got the second. It's so frustrating. It's been all Southampton this half. It's a shame. It was they got an initial offside. So Bertrand's on the free kick, clears it only as far as the halfway line. Bellerin nods it down, and it's lovely link-up play between a few of the players. And Lacazette gets it on the edge of the box, hits it first time with his right, sends it flying past McCarthy. Lovely goal, to be fair, but I think Southampton feel hard done by there.
Finally, the ref gives Newcastle a respite, and it finishes 4-2. Aguero goes to collect his match ball.
So I think that is full time across the board. But some dramatic last minute goals there, though. So they kept us waiting till the very end. And just like that, Watford are down. Right, let's give you a rundown of the final scores. Man City 4, Newcastle 2, Norwich 1, Everton 2, Southampton 0, Arsenal 2. Nice. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 0. Boring. Leicester 2, Brighton 1. And how does that affect the table? Well, the relegation scrap continues to our final Premier League sim Saturday. Bournemouth, Norwich and Brighton are all away from home on the final day as well, so it's going to be exciting. Villa fans, I'd start looking at how to
get to
what. Oh, Andy, he's made a grammatical error here in the script and he's thrown me way off. Villa fans, I'd start looking at how to get to the likes of Wigan and Hull, I'm afraid. Speaking of clubs having a mare, Spurs dropped down to 10th. Arsenal and Everton both go above them. Not one London club in the top 5 though. Not a great job from the capital. That is fairly unprecedented, I gotta say, for the Premier League. It's between Henry's Man United and Andy's Wolves for that final Europa League spot as well. Both have horrible games, with Wolves travelling to Chelsea and United going to Leicester. Ooh, that is not ideal. But for now, that is all for this week's show. We hope you all enjoyed it and we managed to distract you from these testing times we're in for a little while. As always, if you enjoyed it, please drop us a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, most importantly, to the channel, and click the little bell icon so you get a notification. But most importantly, don't drive 60 miles to test out your eyesight for any reason. Just stay home and watch the show. It's a better way to spend the day. But for now, have a good one, and we'll see you on Saturday.